This is what a regular rock and roll manager looks like down here with the blue coat. This is Larry Mazer. He is probably the best manager I've ever known. And okay,
the only manager you ever know.
And the only manager I ever knew. Oh, thanks for the $10 there, Larry. Oh, he wouldn't do that. It's like getting blood from a stone. But anyway, this is your basic...
Okay guys, there has been someone who's been asking me to do this video for a very long time, and while normally I love doing subscriber requests, one of the most frustrating parts of this channel is not being able to find enough info to do topics I really want and that you guys really want. By the way guys, you can use the request form in the description box below to let me know which topics you'd like to see me cover. So one of my favorite topics I've done on my channel has always been the MTV contest that the network ran in the 80s and 90s, in some cases the early 2000s. But this particular request deals with Cinderella's contest that they did with MTV to promote what would be their second album, 1989's Long Cold Winter. I found the promo for the contest, but I couldn't find any info on who the winner was and what happened afterwards. Well, I finally have that info, so let's get to it. Cinderella would emerge on the scene in the mid-80s and hail from the East Coast scene that saw the band play Philadelphia and New Jersey. They would be led by guitarist and frontman Tom Keifer, and this band would be made up of bassist Eric Brittingham, as well as guitarist Jeff Labar and drummer Fred Coury. I've actually done a whole history on Cinderella that's pretty long and one of my most popular videos of last year, so the link is down below. They would release their debut record Night Songs in 1986, and the album would be a huge success, selling 3 million copies. According to the LA Times, it was actually the biggest debut record for a band since Boston's debut record came out 10 years prior in 1976. As Cinderella turned their attention to their second record, there was an enormous amount of pressure to repeat the same success. For the early part of Tom Keifer's life, he hadn't really traveled much outside of Jersey and Philly. But being part of a successful touring rock act playing all over the world would change that. It was his experience on the road that influenced his songwriting for the group's second album. The resulting record would be 1989's Long Cold Winter, which was another smash success, selling 3 million copies. You have to remember, this was back when people actually used to buy albums, and it was a pretty big deal when a new record was coming out. It was commonplace back then for bands and labels to team up with radio stations and MTV to run contests, and Cinderella did just that with their second release. Titled Escape the Long Cold Winter Contest with Cinderella, the band would give one lucky winner the chance to see the band in concert and take a vacation with the group in Hawaii. Here's the promo that MTV ran for the contest.
Oh no, it's gotta be Placido Domingo. No way, that's that dude, Pavarotti. I beg to differ, Steven Tyler. Get out of here. No, greatest vocalist, indeed the greatest quasi-religious figure of the 20th century can only be Don Ho.
That's right, Tom, Don Ho. And when you think of Don Ho, what else do you think of? That's right, Hawaii. And when you think of Hawaii, there's no denying the Headbangers Ball escaped from the long cold winter with Cinderella Contest. One winner and a guest, we rocketed to the unspoiled tropical paradise of Hawaii. Tell them about it, Tom.
You and a friend will escape a long cold winter, see Cinderella in concert. You'll play in the sand, get a tan, meet the band, and if you're lucky, sell personal items to the locals for 10 times what they're worth. Here's what you do.
As part of the contest, Cinderella would also team up with the MTV show Headbangers Ball to show a lot of the behind-the-scenes clips of what happened when they were on tour. They'd show the tour bus, some rehearsal footage, and just hang out backstage.
This is the Cinderella Tour Bus, which is done in Cinderella purple. And this is just a basic bus, like a Greyhound. And, well, actually you got different things. You got a guy named Tom here, the singer.
Who are you bringing on the bus now?
Oh, I'm bringing on the MTV viewers for this Headbangers Ball. And here's Jeff making popcorn back here, you know. That's all we eat. Watching the microwave, because the TV in back of here doesn't work. We've got a stereo, and we got all kinds of stupid lights. And come on, I'll show you the rest of this. A nice garbage can back here. Now this is for when we're very bored, we pretend we're actors. Seen Fred hitting Tom in the 6th video, take 1, or Tom hitting Fred, it doesn't matter. Wait, take 2 on that. I got 2 million people here coming to the bus. Here's a bathroom. This is what we call the hellish bathroom. Pretty much smells that way, and we don't want to see that. Oh look, we got Guns N' Roses. You know, I played with Guns N' Roses for a little while, and Steven broke his hand, and it's a lot of fun. These guys are really great. 6 million albums. They're the happening. band of the year, of the century or something. Let's see what's playing over here. Welcome to the jungle, baby! This is a basic dressing room for a band. It doesn't matter what kind of band. You can go all the way from Aerosmith, Guns N' Roses, anybody. This is your basic dressing room. It's not the big old couches and the million people and the beautiful girls hanging around. There's not none of this. Actually, we got 4 ugly guys here.
So let's talk about the winner and the contest details. Well, the contest saw 50,000 entries, with the winner being a 22-year-old woman named Denise Cook, who was from Merced, California. Cook ended up sending only 1 postcard to MTV and won a 4-night, 3-day vacation to Hawaii. She would be interviewed by her local paper, the Merced Sun-Star, and would tell the publication, "I couldn't believe it. I love the band. I'm in love with the drummer." She would add in the same interview that she was a hardcore MTV fan, watching the network upwards of 2 to 3 hours a day. Since she would be allowed a guest as part of her prize, she would take her 20-year-old sister Sherry to Hawaii with her. Contrary to a lot of the MTV contests I did, this one had a pretty happy ending, and there didn't seem to be a massive tax bill or a winner who regretted actually winning the contest. That does it for today's video, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have suggestions for future topics you'd like to see me cover, use the link in the description box below, and we'll see you again in Rock and Roll True Stories. Take care.